there's a page I follow on Blue Sky and on Facebook called Fear and Loathing Closer to the Edge. And it occurred to me, I can't share, Facebook's really difficult to share. It's really doesn't want you to share, and it will share with Twitter and it won't share with Blue Sky's Kelsa Breeze. So I thought, this is what I would do. I'd show you what I'm looking at, because quite often you might be looking at other stuff, or you might not be seeing this. And I think this was an important May Day protest all over the country, all over the US. And I thought I'd just share some of the images. I mean, that's not a very big image, that one. You can't read the signs, but there's some really good imagery, good signs all over the country. So that's what I'm doing this time now. And then afterwards, I'm going to talk about the ABC interview. I think it was ABC. I'll talk about that in a bit. So I'm just going to go slowly through these so you get to see them. It doesn't actually say where they are, but Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, somebody's written there. Ohio. I can't read that sign. It's too fun schools, not lies. Can't read the rest of it. Deviant, it's a queer car club, is what the flag says. I've just had to open the comments. Deviant. Fayetteville. Asheville. North Carolina, I think that says. Because I'm not American, it says doing Philly proud, so it could be Philadelphia, but then it says I see you, Westchester, PA. So that, I suppose it's Westchester, Philadelphia. Unbelievable. of an understatement. Too much crap for just one sign. So true. Somebody says that looks like Wickenburg, Arizona. Greenville, SC, not sure what, South Carolina. Fuck Trump. Someone in comments has put no thanks. I think we might be back to the beginning. That looks familiar. Oh, I'm not sure though. Boston Common. Hands off our dolls. What a comment. What a twat. He really is losing it, isn't he? Does not give a shit. Yeah, that's where we started. I've just come across this because I was searching for it, not for this particular video, but I'll play it you. It will save me talking about it. Many of you will have seen it because it's on ABC. What was the name of the guy? I'm going to have to look. Terry Moran. And he really pushed it. He really was not being pushed by Trump, and Trump got annoyed in the end. It was fascinating.
Version of Trump's interview on ABC News to mark 100 days of his presidency. It originally aired on April 29th, 2025. It's Trump without Trump. You won't have to listen to his voice or see his face. I'll break it down for you in about 2 minutes. In the 40-minute interview, Trump told 24 lies and made 6 exaggerated statements.
No.
Trump repeated a lot of his favorites, such as the 2020 election was rigged. That's a lie. Countries empty their prisons and insane asylums into the U.S. That's not true. Inflation during the Biden administration was the highest ever. Not even close. 21 million undocumented migrants entered the U.S. during the Biden administration. That's a complete figment of his imagination. Some new lies. Trump has gotten prices down for groceries. No. Tourism is up since Trump imposed tariffs. That's a blatant lie. He said that people voted for him knowing that his tariff policies would cause disruption and pain. I watched 88 hours of him last year. That is simply not true. The craziest thing he said, though, is that Kilmar Abrego Garcia has MS-13 tattooed on his knuckles. Here's an image that he referenced. That's obvious Photoshop. This is what a real MS-13 tattoo looks like. Trump mentioned Biden 14 times by name. Prices 9 times. Rigged 4 times. Mass deportations took up 22% of the interview. His tariff policies, 21%. His Oval Office decorations, 8%. He didn't mention the cheap plastic fake gold on the walls, though. And poor me took up 7% of the interview. A quote. There has never been a president in this country in the history that was persecuted like I was persecuted by really crooked people, dishonest, horrible people, and it's been proven. So when you say I'm treating people rough, I'm not treating people rough. I was treated worse than any president in the history of our country. He also mentioned that President Franklin Delano Roosevelt served for 4 terms, which I think is safe to say is a bit of a red flag.
Not that any of us need to see this. It was so obviously photoshopped, and yet he determinedly insisted it was real, and that's where Terry Moran, oh, I keep forgetting his name. Terry Moran kept pushing back. Well, I can't bear to watch that. I'll let somebody else. It's in the Daily Mirror, which isn't a paper I would look at. But yeah, I can't bear to watch. I'm getting really sick of seeing his face. And that of Nigel Farage is all over the bloody shop as well. I'm hating it. This is from Indivisible. Good Lord. Many of our allies and friends are celebrating May the 8th as Victory Day, but we did more than any other country by far in producing a victorious result on World War II. I'm hereby renaming May the 8th as Victory Day for World War II, and November the 11th as Victory Day for World War I. We won both wars. Nobody was close to us in terms of strength and bravery or military brilliance, but we never celebrate it. That's because we don't have leaders anymore that know how to do so. We're going to start celebrating our victories again. Oh, God. Oops. Well, that was a long process, but I'm hoping I showed you stuff you've not seen. We yesterday we celebrated May Day. We didn't, but it was May Day. Oh, he's not talking about that. He's talking about May the 8th, which is another Ferié Day here, which will be on a Thursday. And whenever Ferié days are on a Thursday, they end up being Pomp weekends, which is a bridge weekend, which means Friday, a lot of people take Friday off, and then they create a 4-day weekend for themselves. So that's where we're at today. So yesterday felt like Sunday. Today feels like Sunday. It's much quieter. I don't know what tomorrow will feel like. We're both getting confused by the days. So we sat out and read for a while yesterday. Mark was out there more than I was. And I'm going to go out there again in a minute in that nice corner that he's created under the walnut tree, which isn't fully in leaf yet, but it looks nice under there. It looks nice at the moment because the grass is cut and he's trimmed and it's looking nice. It's not looking out of control. It gets out of control really quickly if, one, your lawnmower breaks down, two, you break down, and the weather carries on being warm and wet and ideal grass growing. So April's always difficult with grass. It grows in 3 or 4 days it needs cutting again. So he's on top of it right now. I don't know when he'll next do it. But he now knows how to sort the lawnmower out. The guy that came was only here 15 minutes, and there's panels that come off the sides that Mark didn't take off. Had he taken them off, he would have been able to see what the problem was. So it was just a belt that had jumped off. So, and it's 40 something, 44 euros, so well worth it. And Mark's is normally able to do it. So that's that really. I'm still looking for house sitters. I've reached a point. It's some weeks away yet, but it worries me. It's something that I worry about because it's me that deals with it. And I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning thinking, fuck, we're going to have to cancel our trip. And it might come to that, which will be really disappointing because I planned it months ago. I've paid for some of it. But tant pis, it'll have to, we can't leave here without there being somebody with Jazz. That's the most important thing. She's fine. You know, if I had somebody coming and letting the chickens out and putting the chickens away or whatever, that would be fine. But Jazz needs somebody living in the house. So I don't know how long before I give up and say to Mark, we're going to have to cancel. Very disappointed, but I mean, I can always, yeah, I will have lost money. I didn't insure the holiday. I always insure the holiday, but this wouldn't be covered by insurance. Insurance would cover us if somebody was sick, would cover us if we had stuff stolen. It covers us if we need to bring somebody back who's sick. It doesn't cover you for actually we can't go. Actually, we've changed our minds. It wouldn't have covered us for that anyway. So I think I've paid for Eurostar. We were going to sail across to Plymouth. I think I've paid in full for that. There's a couple of hotels maybe that I've paid for as well. So it's a pain in the bottom, but I'll just hang out another week and see. We had an application overnight. I was up at 4 thinking, oh God, we're going to have to cancel. And I got an email from a young lady who's in Morocco, who's saying that she wants to come, blah, blah, blah. So I responded to her saying, can we talk in the week on Zoom? And I got another email from her saying, oh, I'm really sorry. I meant I can only do July and August. I acted too quickly and didn't realise. So flaky people I don't really want either. Okay, so I'm going to go out to read, I think, or I might do a bit of farming. I'll open my window. Let's let some of the summer in and do a bit of farming, I think. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope I've provided you with stuff that you've not seen, and see you soon. Bye.